Hello, good morning. Monday morning meeting. I had a big weekend. I had a big weekend and I'm a little bit tired. I don't like to talk about being tired, but facts are facts. Facts are facts. And I've got a very big week, but I have a very exciting week and I'm sitting here with my coffee thinking about my week. And it's a big week. I've got my repotted retreat this week. So repotted is a retreat I do up in the Coromandel in the top of New Zealand. And it's just the most amazing experience. So all these gorgeous, gorgeous women. I am doing a repotted men's retreat later this year. But so far, it's been women. And I don't know, I've probably done it 20 times, I think. And I love this retreat. So we arrive and all kind of immerse ourselves in this beautiful, incredible sacred land up in the Coromandel at a place called Mana Retreat. And so as a result of getting organised for that, I've got a lot of shit to do. I've got stuff to take, right? You know, everyone gets gifts and I have equipment and things to pack. So I'm busy packing journals and planners and everyone gets a planner, which is exciting. So packing up purpose planners and all the gear and getting organised for my big week. And this week's a big week. So in New Zealand, we have Waitangi Day. And Waitangi Day is on Tuesday, which is a public holiday here, where we recognise and spend a day honouring the Treaty of Waitangi. And that's going to be a big day in New Zealand because we've had a change in government and that's a wee bit fraught at the moment. So that's going to be a big day here in New Zealand. So that's Tuesday. So Tuesday is actually a public holiday, but Mikayla and I have decided to work, and I'm very, very grateful because we're having our quarterly strategy day. So quarterly strategy days is something that we do quarterly, every quarter, funny that, and I love them. I love them. So sometimes in the past we have gone to a hotel, we've bought matching pajamas and ordered everything on the room service menu, and then we've just spent a whole day and a whole night in a hotel talking, brainstorming, planning. You know, it's just so much fun. I love working with Mikayla. I'm so grateful. We've been together, I think probably 10 years now. Yeah, I think so. And just absolutely love working with Mikayla. And we have so much fun. So she's my business manager and she manages me. Big fucking job. She's amazing. She's amazing. So we haven't had our quarterly strategy day for the first quarter of the year because I've been so busy writing my book. And now that the book is at the publisher, it's at the editor. The editor, I have a nice editor, his name's Will, and he's been sending me through edits. Oh my God. No, I'm much nicer than I was with my first book. When I did my first book back in 2014, when I wrote Look or Just Be Happy, I wasn't very good with feedback, turns out. So when I got these notes saying, I don't think you should say this and I don't think this is right, and I was fucking horrified. I was like, excuse me, but this is my book. And anyway, what I didn't realise is these people, I was a bit dumb, a bit young, and didn't realise these people are helping. Right, these people are helping. Now, Will, the clever editor that I have on this job, if he doesn't understand or know what the fuck I'm talking about, how are you supposed to? Right? So Will is this wonderful sort of bridge that's going to help take the book, and he asks me questions that are very useful to be asked before we have 10,000 of these books printed. Right? That's a good idea, isn't it? So, well, bless him. So I'm being much more cooperative than I was with the poor bitch that edited my first book when I was horrible. Anyway, that's another story. So on our strategy day, because we've been delayed it, in fact, the whole year's been delayed because I have written all of January. So February is kind of like our New Year's Eve. And I spent last week away on holiday having a little bit of a recap with my mum and her sisters and having some time out after finishing their writing bloody 24 hours a day. And now I'm back at the office for the first time this week. So our strategy day on Tuesday is very, very exciting. Now, Mikayla's got wee kiddies, and because her husband's home because it's a public holiday, we're able to spend the day and get stuck in. So we will have catering. I've already organised. I've already had to make notes because I think, for a strategy, we want to have fun and we want to have all our fun food, and we're both being healthy. So we need healthy food. So I'm making yummy food for Mikayla and I. So Monday, tomorrow night, we'll be doing the food thing, getting ready, because on Tuesday we have our day. Now we've got lots of things we cover in our strategy day. We have a social media plan. We've got a new website, which we're just about to launch, which is very bloody exciting. I've got new products. Oh, not supposed to know about that yet, but I've got new things coming, things I'm making. Oh my God. Very excited about that. The new book and lots of materials and things that are supporting the new book and PR. So we've got a huge amount of planning to do to get us between now and the end of April, because the book is out in May. So that is a big plan. Now, strategies, I think, are so important. And I think everybody should have a strategy. Now, I don't care whether you're running a big business, you're an at-home parent, or you live on your own with a cat. You should have a strategy, right? So what is your strategy? What are you working on? What are you doing? How are you being? What do you want? Now, what do you want is the question, probably the question I ask people the most. And I wrote my book, Everything You Want. I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe 2018, maybe. No, it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, wrote that 2019. Yeah, maybe 2019. It's been a while. So I wrote that because I'm a really firm believer in people need to go after what they want. Now, what you want, people don't know what they want. And I talk about this all the time. And when you don't know what you want, you don't know what you need. So what you want leads you to what you need. So if I want to write a book, I need to get a publisher. I need to get an editor. I need to get a plan on how I'm going to make the time in my diary to write the book, who's going to help me with the book, who's going to be my support people. I then create a book strategy, right? Now, if I want to have a presence on social media, and I go, right, what do I want? I want to do. So at the moment, I'm producing a shit ton of content. So I'm doing 2 podcasts and 2 blogs. Actually, no, I'm doing 2 podcasts and 3 blogs every week. I have a LinkedIn newsletter that I write for people that are either leading businesses or running businesses, called Workplace Energy. So that's one I do on a Wednesday. Then I've got my 2 email. If you want any of these blogs, feel free to email me and I'll send you the links of you can sign up to my newsletter, because every Tuesday and Thursday I send my wisdom out to the world. Oh, I write about all kinds of random shit and I send that out. Then we do lots of reels. We're on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me. I'm about to launch TikTok. Look out, bloody hell, no one's going to be safe. So we've got to have a strategy, right? So knowing that I want a presence on social media, I go, cool, what channels do I want? Right, what is the presence? Knowing I want a new website, I go, right, I need a new design of website. We need to decide on the format of the website, the flow, how it's going to work. I need new photos. Oh, I'm excited. I'm getting new photos done this month too. And all of these things need strategies. So our strategy day tomorrow we'll actually have, oh God, probably about 5 strategies. There'll be a product strategy, a website strategy, a book strategy, a social media strategy, all woven into our day, because this shit doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. And I have people say to me all the time, oh my God, Leslie, you're so lucky. I'm like, talk to me about how I'm lucky. Oh, you're so lucky because what you do is so lovely and so amazing. And I'm like, yeah, what I do is lovely and amazing, but no one drove up my drive and gave me this career, right? I fucking went out and got it. I hunted it down, created it, decided what I wanted. I wanted to help people. I wanted to inspire people to action. Inspiring action has always been my North Star. It's what I'm on the planet to do. And I want to inspire people into action. And whether that's how to have a great business, whether that's how to live an amazing life, whether that is how to have more energy, whatever you want to do, I love inspiring action and getting people moving. So wanting to do that, I needed a plan. Right, I needed a Mikayla. So I found Mikayla, I employed her. There were days I didn't know how I was going to pay her. I was like, I can't afford this. Guess what? You've just got to make it happen. You've got to leap and the net will appear. And I think knowing what you want, being really targeted and really committed to that, and then creating a strategy, oh my God, isn't that exciting? So I've got lots of mentoring this week as well. I'm working with some fantastic, actually lots of men at the moment, but some fantastic people, and who are, really doing new things, doing cool things, really pushing the envelope. So I love mentoring people who, they want to be commercial, they want to be courageous, and they want to be conscious. I'm sick of working with people that, actually I don't work with people who don't want awareness. So if I think they're being a dick, I'll tell them. And that's part of you need to be conscious, mate, about how you're coming across and why this isn't working. So there's kind of a few home truths involved in that. Truth bombs, one of my students used to call them. So I do give them truth bombs, and helping them to make money doing what they want is my favourite thing. So for years I was involved in Thought Leaders Business School. I was a CEO for 3 years, and that was all about teaching people to be commercially smart. And now I'm all about, just helping people to be courageous and commercial and conscious. Because I think it's all very well. There's lots of people out there saying, I'll teach you how to make some money. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But what if you're a dick? Like, make money, be a dick? No. And that's just no good, is it? And so, what if you're like, there's a program for, I'm going to teach you how to be the loveliest person in the fucking world, but you won't make any money and you be a doormat. Well, that's no good either, is it? So there you go. So anyway, I've got lots of mentoring. I've got 3 new fellas starting this week, which means I have, questionnaires and all kinds of information. And I've got to, when I mentor someone, I have a browser open for them in my head. So they move into my brain for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. They move into my brain and kind of rent a space, really. And I'm thinking about them all the time. I'm texting them ideas. I'm thinking about them. I'm working really closely with them, and I love it. So it has to be quite a process to make sure the people are right, because there's nothing worse. See, the benefit of being self-employed is I don't have to put up with dickheads for 12 months, do I? No. So that's a good idea. So that's my week. Lots of strategy. So think about your life, and have you got a strategy? What's your strategy for this year, for this quarter? Where are you heading? And don't worry about whether you're going to make it or not. That's not up to you. Whether you're going to achieve your goal is actually not up to you. That's God's business. That is God's business. I think you need to think about, what is your business? What can you do today that's going to get you closer to where you want to be? That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to be getting myself closer to Repotted by packing some shit, getting myself closer to some of my mentees by learning about them and doing a bit of research on them, the new fellas, and then getting closer to my strategy by locking Mikayla and I up in a room full of gorgeous food. I can't wait. So that is me. How exciting. Well, oh yes, and I've got a lash lift and tint on Wednesday. A lash lift and tint. So really the last part of my week, I'm off to the Coromandel on Thursday, and I'm repottering on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Someone said to me, oh, you're working the weekend. I'm like, it's not work, darling, it's bloody. I don't even call it work. I just call it leasering. I will be leasering. I'm leasering for the next 7 days. Not having the public holiday off, not having a weekend. I'm releasing, and I'm going to have a glorious time. So I hope you have a glorious 7 days, and I'll be sending you my observation on Friday. Ka kite. Bye.